Alright guys, we're here with Jxsaw's first place deck profile. What'd you play, man?
I'm playing Magellan here. So not a common purple leader, but I've been playing it for a while and kind of figured out a method of how to work, especially in this Whitebeard Uchi meta. Go ahead and start off with the bread and butter of this match is going to be 4 Magellans. Most important card, and you're going to tell by, oh, just leave it over here.
Yeah.
Most important card of this matchup, of any matchup, obviously, because we want to neg them Dawn. You're going to hear me talk a lot about Dawn in this because we're trying to get them as low as Dawn as possible and us as high of Dawn as possible, depending on the matchups and stuff. So let's start with Magellan there, who negs you 1 and your opponent 1, and of course our leader gains power by doing it. And then if they attack it, they lose 2 Dawn, so it gives us kind of an advantage. Next up, I got 4 Hannibal, I'm sorry, and 4 stages. Still good?
Yep.
Okay. These are going to be my searchers, kind of what I'm looking for on my my mulligans. At the beginning of the game, so my first gear, I guess I should say, I'm literally looking like crazy for Magellans. So if I have Impel down, I'm turning Impel down constantly, even if I like some of the cards in my hand, because I just need Magellans to get my early game started. Hannibal, that's all I'm searching for. And if Impel down finds Hannibal, then I'll take it, and vice versa. Okay, then we'll go through what I can pick up with the Impel down package. Sadie, you're gonna notice, is my only 2K blocker in this whole thing. I run Domino for the blocker. 4 Minute Koala, 3 Zebra, and 3 Minotaur. I don't run any of the Rhino. If you run Rhino, it's really good for if you're not running stage and you're just trying to run other cards, but I don't need in this because I can just search with these. The other cards, the main purpose is to just be scary on the board and to ramp me Dawn. I'm not so much concerned about the double attack or the banish depending on the matchup, but I really am just using these to manage my Dawn like Kaido would run an island. And then Sadie, of course, can drop these early, but mainly it's my only 2K, so I've got to hold on to that card. Okay, so that's my start. And then we've got our next engine here, which is going to be things that aren't Impel down. I run 4 Queen, obviously the best blocker in the game, but this is kind of a switching to, we've dropped 2 Magellans, we've dropped 3 Magellans, or we've got our game plan going. I need to get other cards on board to close the game. My Queen's going to help me get card advantage and give me a big body on board. I run 3 Kings to help me get board advantage, take a 4 drop off the board and put a 7 body on the board, as well as give me my Magellan effect. And then I run 4 Kaido. Now these numbers seem kind of big on paper, but what they really do is, while I'm searching like crazy for these, I'm going to be bottom decking a lot of these cards on accident, and I really need to see these cards to close out games. So if they look a little skewed to you, that's why. I need to see Kaido. I want to see at least one of these in the match, and even today I bottom decked 3 of these and I caught the last one to win the game. And then for events, I'm running 3 Baguas, 2 Brachio Bombs, and then 4 Hell's Judgment. Hell's Judgment's obviously the best defender card in the game. I think every match I've used these today. Brachio Bombs, after I've dropped Kaido, I need a way to ramp back up Dawn. This gives me board advantage and does it at the same time. And then Thunder Bagua, I'm probably taking lives early anyway, so when I'm down to that 2 life, I not only get 9,000, but I ramp a Dawn as well to get me back to my King or to my Kaido.
What's your hardest matchup?
Hardest matchup? Believe it or not, why I like this deck so much too, my hardest matchup is Sanji, is what's Arlong, and that's all I can think of right now off the top of my head. But anything where they attack for a big number for free and they get a card, so in other words they just don't need the Dawn, that's actually our hardest matchup, but I don't face it often, so this deck works out really well.
What about Katakuri?
Katakuri, if I can get 2 Magellans, it's usually going to be a pretty good matchup for me, as well as Whitebeard pre-ban list. Like, everyone freaks out about it, but to me, it's just more dead cards in your hand.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
How's this deck going forward?
Going forward, post-ban, I've got a lot of things to think about since Whitebeard's probably going to be playing smaller matchups. They might be playing Zoro, so I need to think about some things. Maybe test some 7-drop kings. I'm just gonna have to see what the meta does, because that's the cool thing about this deck is you can adjust these other engines of the card according to what the meta does. So I don't know. The future will tell us, man.
All right, man. Where can these guys follow you?
I'm on Twitch, Jxsaw, so you can follow me there. I have a YouTube channel too, but I don't do it nearly as much. Quick shout-outs, yeah.
All right, yeah.
Definitely to Frankie for running this channel. It's awesome to have some local gameplay and stuff on the channel. Does it really well. Also, a local guy, Jacobus, talked to me about his Kaido deck and was really the idea about my Dawn management with this deck. So huge shout-out to him too. Yeah, that's about it.
Awesome, man. Thanks for the deck profile.
You bet, bud.